To say that I don't know where to begin with narrating this is putting it lightly. Hi, welcome back to Nails by Sora. This is Stephanie, and you're joining me in the middle of having a nervous breakdown because I can't figure out how to go about just talking about this nail set that I did over 2 weeks ago already, and I keep pushing it off because I just don't know what to say. I'm not one of those nail artists like Nails by Dev or Ball Pit Addict that can be like, look at the shape of this head. It kind of looks like some kind of random fruit, so draw that fruit, and there you have a head. I'm very much, when I go through the process of drawing something from a picture, trying to replicate it, I'm literally tracing the outline with my eyes and trying to replicate that outline with my hand. So there are some instances where I go in and I draw the negative shapes. Sometimes if it's a large swath of space, I'll go in and I'll paint that area out first without the outline. So I never really tackle it the same way twice. It's whatever seems to work in the moment for me. So it's difficult for me to narrate one of my art inspirations without in any concise manner. So this isn't really a tutorial. My videos that I do where I do it based on a theme, whether it's kawaii, or if it's Sanrio nails or Warner Brothers caricatures, they're more of a watch me work. I enjoy making these nails. I hope you enjoy watching it, and so that's why I'm putting it online. So when I have to try to detail how I went about drawing something, it makes me very nervous because I feel like I'm giving a lesson, and I don't think I'm really equipped to give a lesson. So I'm going to touch upon a few things that I did while making this set, not really in an educational manner, but in a, this is what I did. Maybe it'll help you do it too. Maybe it won't, but please enjoy seeing me create what I created. So now that you've already been 3 minutes into this video and hopefully you haven't clicked out, I thank you. Please give me a like and a subscribe if you wish to do so. And right now, as you can tell, certainly from the thumbnail and from the work that I've done so far, I'm doing the Super Mario Brothers. So I wanted to be a little bit more faithful to the origins of the Super Mario Brothers, so I picked a scene from an image that I found online. Instead of just doing random pictures of Mario and Luigi and other characters, I chose like a snippet from a video game. So you've got the grass that I put in on the bottom, and I'm using the Madame Glam gel paints in, what colors am I using? I'm using Vivid Green, Electric Yellow, if my memory serves. I'm pulling the drawer out now. Yes, Electric Yellow, Vivid Green, and then I'm also using some of the straight green gel paint to create some depth and dimension, and now I'm using the green gel paint to go and put in the shrubbery behind. So I don't know what these yellow shapes are supposed to be. I assume they're supposed to be some kind of structures, buildings. They are perfectly oblong, and then they have that orange zigzag going up and down the facade. So I had trouble just penning it in straight. For some reason I couldn't get the zigzag down, so I used a dotting tool to put in dot references and then connected them up and down. So I went through and I did each nail at the same time, cured them before moving on to the next portion of the design. So now I'm putting in the pipes that go to different realms, and I used a few different shades of green as I did with other aspects of the design just to help it stand out a little bit more and give it some depth. And I started out with the green gel paint, and then I went in with, I believe, green energy, which is one of Madame Glam's regular gel colors, just to create some shadowing and make it stand out from the background a little bit more, because I'm literally putting green on top of green. And then I believe I used a little bit of Nails by Dev, her shadowing gel, which is basically just a semi-transparent black. So I used that underneath the lip of the pipe and along the edges to give it a little bit more contrast. I think I may have forgotten to hit record. I had already started going in with Madame Glam's red gel paint to do the head of the, I don't even know what kind of plant this is. I guess it's supposed to be similar to a snapdragon, but it's red with the white polka dots, and it's got the teeth, and you have to always jump over it in many of the different levels to get to your next point. So I'm putting in the mouth now with the teeth, and I'm also going to put in some shadowing around the edges and along, I guess, the gum line or the mouth line, whatever you want to call it. And then I used a dotting tool to put in the dots. I think this is probably my favorite nail out of all 5. I just love the vibrancy of the red, and I think it was the most faithful, the most faithful of all the nails. So this set as a whole took 6 hours over the course of 3 days. And I did the main design of all 5 nails on one day, along with the plant on the first day. And then when I was done with finishing the main design on the first nail, I took a break for a few days, and then I moved on to the next design phase, which was this nail, the next nail, which is going to be another one of those mushroom guys. Are they mushrooms? No, they're not. I have no idea what they are. Those little brown thingies with legs. I guess they're mushrooms. Maybe they're like beach mushrooms. But so I'm putting in another pipe and doing one of the mushrooms coming up out of it. And then I'm going to have the 3 blocks with the question mark above his head. That was actually a lot of fun to do. I thought it came out very well. I would have liked a little bit more depth in the bricks, but I think at this point I was already starting to get tired and I just wanted it done. So I did 3 nails on the second day, starting with this nail and then finishing up with Mario. And then on the last day I did Luigi. So this is a pretty easy shape. It's basically just like a rounded triangle. And then it's got the stem coming out of the bottom with feet. And I'm using a little bit of a lighter brown to create some highlight over its forehead. This portion of the design originally ended with where it is right now. It didn't have a downward pipe in it, but I thought it lacked some balance, and I felt like the design was a little bit too, not simple, but plain, that I had already done one of the mushrooms on the other nail. I had two, I guess the other pipes were downward because you go down into them, and this one is upward, you go up into it. So you already had two pipes coming up from the ground, and I felt like it needed something over the sky to balance it out. So I decided to put in an extra pipe coming down. So maybe he dropped out of it, maybe it's where Mario or Luigi need to go up to escape, but I figured it needed a little bit something extra, so I added in that extra pipe. And now I'm going into the Mario nail. And I feel like Mario actually came out better than Luigi. I don't know why Mario or Luigi came out so much larger. Luigi came out so much larger than Mario. But I feel like Mario is a little bit more, looks a little bit more faithful. And the dimensions came out a little bit more accurate. I did have a little bit of trouble with the tonality and the shadowing on their faces, especially with Luigi. I feel like it got a little bit muddy. Maybe I shouldn't have been using black because black tends to gray things out. So I'm considering getting one of the skin tone sets from Nails by Dev so I can do these caricature pieces a little bit more easily and have them turn out looking like real skin tone versus whatever it is they ended up looking like. But I'm going to let the rest of this video play out. I'm drawing Mario's mustache right now and filling in his facial features, and then I'm going to go into his overalls, and then it'll be the same with Luigi. So I will pop back in, pop back in at the end once I find my words and wrap this all up. So enjoy, and I will be back soon. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you all liked it. This is definitely the longest set I've ever sat and done. Definitely over the course of 3 days. I've never done that before. I usually like to start and finish in one setting, but I just couldn't with this. It took too long. I absolutely loved it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you made it to the end, please put a mushroom in the comment section, and I will see you soon.